Does that mean, can I say your term, Charlie, you always go, they shoved. Did Jack Flaherty shove Saturday?
No.
Okay.
If he would have had, let's say, one walk, I think you can call that a shove.
Okay.
I don't think you can call 7 walks a shove.
He was on the brink of disaster. He kept it from that, so you give him credit for that, but 7 walks. That's 7 walks.
7. That's not 6 or 5. It's 7.
But he battled through adversity.
Yeah, he did.
He worked himself out of jams. He cost Nate Lucas money.
Oh,
here's another thing.
I don't like that.
I think Jack Flaherty, potentially a Cy Young season, will be because of the motivation he draws from this show. He put Cat into his Batman Joker hype video. He heard Nate Lucas is fading him every time he pitches. I think he likes me and Seth and Cam.
Does he like me?
Two,
he doesn't like me.
Well, I don't know. I don't think he
cares.
I don't think he listens.
Nah, I'm like, not on his radar. But Jimmy certainly is.
He listens.
I follow him, and I listened to that hype video, and right off the bat, Jimmy's voice was there, and all you said was, what did you say on that one? Did you have it, by the way, his hype video? I was waiting for a Nate Lucas quote, but he didn't have Nate in there. But it was funny. Like, Jim's so, like, Jim sticks up for him. Like, Jim's very...
No, Jim kisses butt. But
apologist.
Then I'm a doubter.
But you're a doubter, too.
But I'm a doubter, and I'm both.
You're everything.
The number one question for
So
the Cardinals,
funny, dude.
if you're listing the top questions, is Jack Flaherty.
Yes.
Can he be the Jack Flaherty that he was a couple of seasons ago? And half season here, half season there. But at his best, I think most people would agree, he's got elite level stuff. Can he get that again? I think that's a fair question.
That's
now,
it.
even for a butt kisser like me.
Yeah.
Anyone who
Here it
follows
is.
the Cardinals know
Here we go.
that the biggest question is
It's all about Jack.
Flaherty. So that man of his fastball. Like 3 strikeouts. That's Flaherty.
That's it.
So for people that don't know,
it
it was a hype video that Jack put out before the start, where it was sort of the Joker, and at the end he says, "This town needs a classier villain" or something like that. But Jack was like the Joker, the bad guy that creates havoc, and that's what Jack wants to be on the mound. Anyway, so all of a sudden I didn't see it. I don't see everything that's on Twitter.
You're working.
Unless it's Tucker. But so I didn't see it.
A lot of people living rent-free. Cardinals
it's
fans,
it's
Tucker
so
fans.
It's so much. But actually, one of the scribes said, "Oh, you're in Jack's hype video." So he played it for me. It's like 4 seconds. But I did ask
So
Jack.
funny,
I go, "Why'd you put me in there?" And I go, "What do you think? Like I'm a big doubter?" I go, "I get killed for defending the Cardinals or you."
Yeah.
And he goes, "No, just I like you, so I put you in there." I don't even
No, he
know.
doesn't.
I don't even know if he put that together. I don't even know if he knew who was in. My guess would be not.
If he likes you, you're breaking what's supposed to be a non-friendly relationship between media member and player, and now you've broken that
No,
wall.
actually, I've said this before. I would like them to be work friends. It doesn't mean with a work friend you can't say, "Yeah, you had 7 walks. What was going on?" But at least you have a cordial relationship where you can get guys to talk to you instead of them running away.
I saw that hype video and I said, "Whoo! I hope he pitches well."
Oh, boy. You're rolling the dice pretty good. So he did that beforehand, and he did another one after he got done pitching? Or
I
just
didn't even see it.
just
I just
one?
saw one.
Okay.
I think he released it during the 4th inning. I think they made it during the game. No, I'm just joking. No, but when I saw that, look,
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm for stuff like that. It's fun. Look, it didn't happen back in the day. We all get it. But when he put that out, I go, whoo.
Oh, boy.
He better pitch well.
Wow.
Because the fans were already pre-chirping it.
Oh, yeah.
The Twitter mob was already pre-chirping, saying,
What are they
you
saying?
put a video like this out there,
You better do something.
you
boy.
better come out there and come correct. And, again, 7 walks bad, getting through the jams good. Overall, Cardinals win. Nate, I think, bet against him. I don't know.
Kiz, by
Nate's
the way,
on the phone.
Kiz, by the way, got him through that.
Sure.
How'd
That's on
kids do
Kiz.
that day?
He got a hit.
Kiz got a hit.
All right. We're rooting for him. We love him. You know? Contreras back, though. Thought maybe that would linger a little bit longer, but it didn't, which is always good.
He wants to play.
He wants to play.
He said on Saturday. He said, "No, I'll be in there tomorrow," and everyone was like, "Yeah, it's cold. They're going to be careful." He was back in there.
Mm-hmm. Did his
Good
thing.
for him. He said, "I'm here to play. Like I want to. If I'm healthy, I'm playing."
By the way, I know we kid, but not just the single. Kiz had a couple good at bats. Even the at bat where he kind of popped the ball up, he had very aggressive swings within the strike zone and worked the count. Like he did look better.
Okay, good. Good. What do you got there, Nate?
You got James and Randy.
Oh boy,
on hold.
Put James through. Put James through. What's up, King James? What's going on?
No, that's.
Is that Randy?
Is that King Randy?
Let's get Randy on.
Randy, what's up?
Let's get someone on.
All right, get somebody on.
Let's get someone on.
Is this King James? Good talk.
And we're off.
And we're off.
Anybody?
I don't know.
I got him on.
Hello.
It's all good.
Putin.
He can call back. Damn Putin again.
Call back.
He's all over the place.
Houston, hello.
He's got his hands in everything. Man, oh man. Want to hear some homers? You got any home runs back there?
Yeah. What? Here, hang on a second. So I was getting
Donovan.
Yep.
Got some guys that came to play, man.
Garmin.
And they might not lose a game the rest of the season, Jimmy. I'm telling you.
Here's Nolan Garman.
Yeah, Gorman.
Nolan starts so effective.
Oh.
Ball launched high in the air, right center field. That baby's belted. That baby is long gone.
Good call right there. Good call. Let it breathe, baby.
Yeah,
let
he
it
does
breathe.
let it breathe.
That's a good call, though, man. He's into it. Chip Carey? Dang right.
Burleson. So what's up with Newbar?
What's up with him?
Got a jammed left thumb. Jammed it on the base paths. They said yesterday he might be available for a defensive replacement, but we didn't see that. We'll see what it is today. I don't think it's any. He said it wasn't anything too serious. It was wrapped yesterday, but it was at like light wrap. Usually, if it's like a big, bulky cast thing, you're like, this might be a while. So we'll have to see today.
Did he jam it doing the pepper grinder?
Oh, man,
They're doing a salt shaker now.
Doing a salt shaker now.
You know why they did it? They moved on because it's easier on the thumb.
Yeah.
It's easier on the thumb.
It is.
Should we hear the cat talk with Alec Burleson?
Damn right.
All right.
Let's go.
And 2 doubles for Alec Burleson today. Hey, you guys jumped right on Bassett. You saw 3 pitches, 2 home runs. What was the approach there?
Yeah, we knew to be aggressive early. He likes to throw a sinker in the zone early, so that's what we tried to do, and obviously it worked out for us.
You guys have a lot of talent in the outfield. What's it like to be part of that group?
Oh, it's great. It's competition. You know, it pushes us every day to get better, and you know, we trust each other out there, and it's just exciting. It's a fun group to watch and be a part of as well.
You know, for a young guy to have a game like this is sort of a jumping off point. How big is that for you as you look to get rolling?
Yeah, it's great. I think, you know, last year didn't go the way I wanted it to when I came up here, and, you know, yesterday took some good at-bats, but didn't have the results, but it's finally, you know, nice to see some fall and, you know, have a good day.
There was more questions.
I didn't get a long look last year, but in the offseason, everyone
Why'd you cut
works
me
on
off?
something. What were you working on?
You know, obviously my body getting that right, but I think once I got to spring training, it was kind of just dial in my approach and dial in on the strike zone, really. You know, swing at my pitch, find my pitch, and do damage with it.
I thought it said 105.
Thank you.
And then, because now Bally's adds the little tag at the end of the.
I'm just kidding. I don't care. Just a post-game interview.
Teasing attention. Just
But
teasing attention.
They did jump on Bassett. Like, first pitch from Donovan, I think second pitch for Burleson, all of a sudden 2 home runs. And after the game, Bassett was like, yeah, I never had a game where he has like 6 pitches. All of them were getting rocked.
Yeah. You want to hear a couple more of those? Because Chip Carey did a damn
here's
good
the
job.
Donovan homer.
Swing and a drive, hammer deep right field. Springer will turn, lead-off home run.
Loud, baby. Jamming down there.
Man, it's great they put Donovan at the top of the lineup.
It's working out.
Yeah.
He's hitting the ball, man.
You want another one?
And it
Damn
is
right.
Here's the thing, too, with Donovan. He's known for going deep in the counts. Like last year, he was among all batters in Major League Baseball at pitches seen per at bat.
Yeah.
And he will also offer it the first pitch if he thinks he can drive it, which is kind of what you want out of your leadoff guy.
You want to play that mug?
Randy!
Here you go.
He takes a mighty cut. With Merrifield drifting back. Look at that ball carry.
Ooh.
That ball is gone. Back to start the game.
Yeah. Jam-packed down there. Partying. Girls cruising around.
It's that salt shaker thing that has really caused the offense to gel.
Yeah.
They could have waited a couple months, just figured something out. But hey,
it's all good.
Start the season with the brand new salt. Get the hype videos out there. You win a big series. Hey, it's a good team you played.
Celebrated Tyler's birthday with a
How was
win.
that?
I saw him on TV.
How was that?
Awesome.
He loved it, eh?
Took a couple buddies. Great. Yeah,
What else did you get him?
for his birthday?
Yeah.
Let's see. We got him STL City baseball jersey. Very nice. He got this training bat that has extra weight in the middle.
Okay.
To work on his swing. He got a bunch of gift cards. I think he got Rawlings gift cards because he wants to get an infielder's glove. So he's picking one of those. He got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And kudos to my wife, E, for getting him the most beautiful birthday cake I have ever seen. She figured out where to go to get a stand-the-man. My kid lives and bleeds Cardinal baseball. A stand-the-man logo on the cake.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Holy hell, who just got electrocuted? Morning, boys. Sharon. Yeah, I think I did. Right off the bat. That wakes you up a little bit. Sometimes this machine here will get you. We'll scare you just a little bit once in a while. Just once in a while.
Seth is sweating. Are we good?
You all right back there?
We okay?
We got Randy.
Yeah, we got Randy.
No, Randy.
No sweat.
Randy, bring the heat. What do you got?
And we're
Come
on.
on, Randy.
We can't have Randy today.
Oh, he's done.
What is happening?
Is it Randy dropping off, or is that us just a little?
No, he thought he was on the air earlier, so I had him in preview, and he's like, "Hey, am I on the air?"
No, you're
I had
not.
to tell him no.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, dear. Cam, this funnel cloud touched down just north of me and destroyed some stuff. Nobody was hurt, luckily. Yeah, ooh, that's a nasty-looking one. Jackie Boy, damn. Cyclists are one reason we moved off of Shepherd Road. No shoulder and very narrow road. Danger to them and cars. Should be against the law to cycle on that road, Sharon. Girl, I am telling you. I just don't understand it. The danger. It's unbelievable. Some 16-year-old girl or boy or whatever that are flying around texting, and they pull up on you. And
Texting on the cycle, on the bike?
no, a guy,
on the
kid
phone,
in a car that just got his license that's not like privy to that road back there is texting and driving like they always do, and they're not going to see until the last second. It just doesn't make any sense. Curvy-ass road with zero shoulder. It's actually a drop-off, and they're cycling, going 2 miles an hour with their tight-ass tight pants on your fat ass. Sorry, but Jesus, cut that off, Cam. Worried about him getting rammed by a guy in a big Dodge on the way to work site.
That's what I said. You said getting rammed from behind by a guy. I looked to make sure that Seth clipped it off, but nobody reacted.
Yeah, I was just kind of like in my little thing. I was thinking about those cyclists and how pissed I was.
I was hoping no one picked up on it and we could move on.
Why is that?
They'll blow you.
Because it's someone's wife, that's why.
That drop.
What?
What were we talking about?
No.
They'll blow you.
No, Cam said that he'll get rammed in the back by a dude in a truck. There was nothing about a wife.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about Cam being a prison wife.
Yes.
Which he probably would be.
Cyclists are selfish and hateful. They'll go after anyone who calls them out, so be prepared, Cam. Timmy Van Gelder, come at me. Bag all you up.
Bro.
I mean, come on. If Jack got shelled, he would have retired on the spot. That would have been such a bad look. Yeah, like you're rolling the dice with that, but he's confident, man. You got to do what you got to do.
He would have retired on the spot?
I don't know. I think he would have taken a lot of heat.
Follows the Cardinals know that the biggest question is Jack Flaherty.
In all seriousness, to put that video out after a year where you're not healthy, I do think that speaks to the fact he is super confident. And look, that outing, we all know you can't do that. You can't walk 7 dudes. But throughout that, as he's going through that, when he looked at him on the mound, he did not look rattled. He did figure it out. Now, 5 times out of 6, you walk 7, you're going to put up a 3 spot.
Yeah.
I thought that was the most important thing that happened during that, because we've seen Jack on the mound show his emotion. We've seen him sort of look unglued on the mound, and I agree with you. I asked him about that, and he said in the past, he said he would have shown his emotion, and he's learned over the years showing emotion does nothing to help me or the ball club, and I got to focus on the next pitch. I think he did a good job. I think we might have seen maturity on the mound. I hate to say it, like sounding like an old, but I think we might have seen that.
And I think that was a legit point last year, was also the body language. Now, I think a big part of that was him not being healthy. And I think when you're out there and you basically have lost your arm slot, you don't know what's going on. But I do think last year he was really showing negative body language. Even in this game, despite walking 7, he did seem still like he was in charge.
Yeah, he did. Give him that. Nate, what'd you do over the weekend, and what are your Cardinals takeaways? I know you watched every second.
2-part question.
I know you lost coin.
Yeah,
on our boy.
Wait, we made it back on Sunday though, because I said they were going to come back and win on Sunday.
Okay, you evened out. That's why I can see your face
You
today.
win
You're
some,
not
you lose some.
I get it.
Yeah, it was fun. Went to the game on Saturday. That was a good time.
Did a good
Lively
time?
atmosphere. Oh yeah.
Who'd you go with?
My buddy Brian was in town from Springfield. He's dating a girl up here, so that was kind of fun. We went to the game, and then afterwards kind of hopped around a bit and watched some of the college basketball over at McGurk's.
Oh, McGurk's with that patio? Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
It was hopping. And then yesterday, just kind of chilled, recovered
Yeah, all right.
a bit.
A lot
So
of
you
games
enjoyed
on.
your Cardinal experience.
It was phenomenal. It was a little cold.
Little
I'll
cold.
give you that. Yeah,
Little cold.
Saturday
Oh, it
was
was
a
very
little cold.
Little
Yesterday,
cold.
much better day, but yeah, it was nice.
So question.
Yes.
Were you actively rooting against the Cardinals on Saturday for your bet?
No. I just thought we were walking into the stadium and Flaherty had walked the bases loaded or something.
And you're probably like,
I was like, I probably jinxed myself because I said, well, I wouldn't hate to see it,
Were you upset when he got out of it and threw a no-hitter?
I don't really get upset over a ball game.
But you just want him to get rocked a little bit, come out early, and
Teach him a
then
lesson.
somebody else comes in and they just figure it out and win the ball game.
Well,
Would that be the perfect scenario?
No, I think he bet against the Cardinals, right?
I like every.
Yeah, I bet against the Cardinals. I think I bet on the theory that Jack's command is still a work in progress, and I think that's evident by walking 7 hitters. Sometimes you just can't get a hit with runners in scoring position, and that was the Blue Jays on Saturday. I mean, it's a baseball game. You lost. I don't know. I think those are 2 very good teams.
I will say that the Cardinals face very good starters in this series. Apparently, the Blue Jays are a good team, but it's 3 games. Like, yes, it looks like this lineup is going to score a lot of runs. I thought they had the potential for it, but it's early on. The pitching hasn't been great. Some questions, about that. I also wonder too, early on in the season, how much stock can you put in, like how Jordan Montgomery looked? Like a lot of guys, that first start of the year, maybe it's not really where they want to be. For other pitchers, maybe they were like Michaelis was at the WBC, so it kind of got in the way of his preparation. I don't know. It's 3 games in the early going. It's such a small sample size. Yes, you can say, look, it looks like the bats can be very good, or the pitching isn't where you. But it's 3 games.
They look pretty good to me.
If they had thrown shutout baseball and scored 15 runs a game, I'd still say it's early. We'll see what it means.
I think it was a pretty fair series, though, in the sense. I mean, the Cardinals were pretty close, though, to sweeping the series. But if you said on Thursday, okay, maybe you lost a game that you should have won, then you could flip it on Saturday and say there's not many games you're going to walk 10 and still win. And also, Gausman pitched really, really well. They had an error by one of the best third basemen in baseball, in Matt Chapman. So I do think when you look at the lineup, though, now Gorman may keep moving up. It's one weekend. He had 2 bombs. But Gorman has that in him to be a 30-homer guy. And when you see a lineup where Gorman is hitting 7th, and by the way, Jordan Walker hasn't elevated the ball yet.
Yeah.
He's going to. Everything he hits is 100 miles an hour. Even those infield, if he pulls side, some of them get through, some of them don't. But he is hitting everything hard, and he's batting 8th.
Looks pretty good.
I do. The bullpen is early on a little shaky, particularly Hicks. I mean, and they even got, both Hicks and Helsley evaded some trouble in the game on Saturday. I mean, they were doing their best to let the Blue Jays right back into the game, but
Can't have walks.
They couldn't get a hit. No, the walks. I mean, come on.
Can't have walks.
3 walks. It's just bad. And like Hicks, I just can't figure him out. I mean, I really don't know what sort of value he provides if he can't throw strikes.
It's a problem.
His ball, it moves so much. You just watch that thing. It moves. I mean, the tail on that ball is incredible.
I think he would get more strikeouts. I mean, but he doesn't get as many strikeouts for a guy who's got movement and can throw at 104 miles an hour. That's one of the things, too. Obviously, command. He's got to be around the strike zone more. So, but I mean, when you see his stuff, that's what he brings to the table. Now it's up to him to harness it. But to say, like I don't see anything in Hicks, well, his stuff is ridiculous. He hadn't harnessed it yet consistently.
And his first outing, if you look, this is not just, Cardinals apologists. He had ridiculously bad luck on Thursday. But his next outing, he just couldn't find it. That ball was running arm side. Like, he had no idea where it was going.
Yeah. All good.
That's why I said after Contreras had to leave the game, like Kisner comes in cold out of the dugout, and he's got to immediately just catch Jordan Hicks.
Yeah. It's tough.
That is
but
tough.
That's your role. Just like a backup goalie going out there and going against Connor McDavid.
And
the way it goes, man.
So Gio Gallegos has the stiff back. He wasn't available yesterday, and that kind of changes the way Ali can lay out his bullpen. And yesterday, Packy Naughton saved their butts because he gave him 2 1/3. I know a lot of people are going to Packy and say, well, he's had some bad moments, but he's also had some moments where he did save their bacon by giving them a bunch of innings when they needed it.
On only 21 pitches thrown, too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good. I like the bottom of the lineup with the speed that they have. I like how Walker can get down the line. Yesterday,
Fast.
Carlson got a hit. Edmund hits one to right field. Carlson gets immediately to third. Not even a test at third. And then you get to the top of the order, and then Donovan's there, and then possibly O'Neill batting second. They're over half the lineup's a threat to run at all times.
They're not going to lose another game, Charlie.
Really?
They're not going to lose another game.
I'll take that bet. Bravo's in town.
Yeah.
Braves are pretty good. I like seeing? Everybody talks about pitch clock and all that. Mm-hmm. I like seeing hard-hit ground balls rewarded every once in a while. I feel like for so many years with the shift, dudes would hit rockets right at somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want a little more offense. I don't want steroids era 10 to 9. I know you do. Maybe a little bit of that. But I like seeing these 97, 102 mile an hour ground balls that are well hit. I like seeing them scoot through to the outfield.
Yeah.
It would always tick me off. I'm thinking if you were a hitter and you just crush a ball one hopper and that dude's right there.
Hey, I look at it and go, that would have been an out last year.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I know.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think a little more of that. You look at the numbers on steals. It's up across baseball. I do think the game is more exciting.
So the other guy, too, yesterday we just heard from Burleson, homer, 2 doubles. One was a pseudo-double because it was just an outfielder kind of muffing the whole thing. But that's another guy that when he was in the minors, everyone's like, you got to see Burleson. I mean, he surged from AA to AAA and then to the bigs. Didn't get a long look last year, wasn't great. But they got a bunch of guys. Like Gorman is that guy. Gorman was the hot ticket before Walker was. Burleson was Yepes. So one of the things I think we agreed on early on is that some of these guys will click because they got too much talent. Right now we're seeing Gorman click better than anybody. But Burleson looks like, one of the things I also said was I'd like to get a bona fide lefty
You've said that, Jimmy.
bat.
You've said
because
that, Jimmy.
What if Gorman or Burleson doesn't work out? Right now those guys are. They are. Early on,
You've said
3
that.
games.
So maybe the Cardinals knew what they were doing a little bit when it comes to the lineup.
Only the lineup.
Well, again, I'm not gonna sit here. We did the narrative all offseason. Now we have games. We can react to the games. My thought all along is still big picture, playoff series, lining up rotations versus elite teams.
There it is,
to make a march through the month of October.
Dang right.
But so far, so good.
They look good. Get them in, by the way, 855-282-8255. I'll read anything. I don't care. Kyle with big hands. Not to overreact to early success, but Drew Verhagen looked like a completely different human being. Just wild how bad he made that potent offense look. Kyle with big hands.
They always liked his spin rate and his stuff. He can throw a decent fastball. He's got the unbelievable spin rate that they look at. Last year, he was hurt a little bit. I think he was kind of disappointed. I think he was hurt a couple times. He never got to show what he's all about. Made the team, and so far, so good. I want to know if you're watching, because you told Charlie and me that you're going to be watching a lot of Cardinals baseball this year.
I did.
What happened in the fifth inning with 2 outs?
No idea. But here's the deal. I did watch it. I saw a bunch of different things. But then...
No, did you watch it? Did you look at highlights?
What'd you see?
What?
What'd you see?
I saw a baseball game, dang it.
A glove?
And the weather was beautiful. And I saw Jimmy here and there. But then we took
yesterday?
Yeah, but then we took...
But you were in your Jeep.
But then I went in the Jeep and we cruised around.
What time was the Jeep ride? When did it start?
He's trying to...
1:15.
What time was the game?
1:15 Central?
It was about 11:45.
He's like Murtaugh.
We wanted to go into
ask
Eureka.
Ask Cam when the Jeep ride started. Ask me. I'll be Murtaugh.
Can I be a Southern judge also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Mr. Murdoch, when did your Jeep
Mr.
ride?
Jansen.
Excuse me, Mr. Jansen, when did your Jeep ride start on Sunday?
I don't really remember. I do know we were watching the game, and I was there, and my wife, I love her to death.
Love her death.
I said to death. I shouldn't have said that. You understand what I'm applying there. But we get the TV trays out, and we just sit back and we watch Cardinal baseball. And our housekeeper, this is the second housekeeper. The first one died mysteriously.
She died.
But she'd bring us biscuits. So I would say we watched a great deal of that Cardinal baseball game.
Mm-hmm. A great deal, Charlie Marlowe. Just like I said I would.
You know what?
Just like I said I would.
I'm not gonna quiz you. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy.
Just like I said
Even though
I
you
would.
would do that to me with a Blues game. And you could do that with yesterday's Blues game.
That was a dang good game. I watched the
I
whole
wasn't trying to
thing.
veer off yet. I was just saying
All right.
in general. But the difference is
I did watch.
the Cardinal season just started, a lot of excitement.
You're right.
The Blues season, we're just waiting for it to end, all due respect.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I did cruise around on that Jeep for a while, and we went into Eureka and had a lovely brunch. The weather was nice, although I did
Did you have the game on the radio at least?
Hell yeah.
Not buying it.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't listening to heavy metal. I was listening to the radio.
Yep.
I was listening to KMOX.
Not buying it.
KMOX, even way out there in Franklin County. Picks up perfectly. Great day yesterday. It was a lot of things going on over the weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I love those 12 o'clock game. You got a 1:30 game. You got 2 or 3 o'clock games. I love that, man.
Yeah, because you
game.
can be in your Jeep and miss all of them.
And miss everything, you know? Marmol said in the post game that he was proud of Flaherty and he showed good progress. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Can't he just say the truth? And it was very shaky to start. 7 walks. 217. Put a name in, please.
I'm pretty sure he said things like that.
Okay. It's over for Hicks.
Just retire, everybody. Everybody retire.
It's over. It's over for Hicks. It is what it is.
Flaherty said, wasn't ideal. Certainly wasn't ideal.
Yeah.
I mean, he said I was all over the place. He admitted it. But he said he focused on the next pitch. He got through it. You got to give him some credit for
You
that.
got his post game?
Who, Flaherty?
Flaherty.
Or we're going back to Saturday.
Or you could look yesterday.
No, don't worry
on-
about it. It's
you
all
could
good.
look on the Twitter feed yesterday because I put in pregame. I think they posted it. I think it's worthwhile to hear him talk about the fact that he didn't lose his mind on the mound.
I'm just saying, this is from Solomon. I know there are technical difficulties sometimes. Solomon did get the Flaherty post.
He better.
I did put it on my YouTube.
He better.
You can grab it from
You in
there.
business with Solomon now?
What do you guys? You hanging out?
I mean, Solomon, you know, we both work for 590.
Right.
That's right.
He's there for 590.
Sully. I miss him.
Here's Jack.
Man, that was crazy.
Getting frustrated is not going to do anything for
No.
anybody. And that's something that I've had to learn and figure out. You know, getting frustrated and showing emotion. is not going to do anything for me. It's going to do anything for the team. It's going to do something for the hitter. But I'm not going to pitch well when I'm frustrated. I'm not going to pitch well the more I let my emotions kind of take over me instead of just being there and focusing on the next pitch and, finding some peace and being able to just continue to execute and, let that last pitch go and move on to the next one. Getting frustrated doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. I think that's...
It's good advice for everybody.
Good.
Getting frustrated doesn't help anything.
Was he just referencing baseball, or was there a few other topics that he...
No, that was pretty much
it.
Not just baseball in general. He was actually addressing his outing where he walked 7, but then didn't give up any runs or hits.
Yeah.
So he didn't allow the other team to score. A lot of things didn't go well, but he was able to hold it together emotionally because he felt like one of the things he's learned is when he gets emotional, he becomes worse.
There it is.
You know what that was? That was a Nuke LaLoosh outing. Remember that? He'd have a couple hits allowed, 12 strikeouts, 8 walks. That was like an old school. Remember the Edwin Jackson no-hitter?
Yeah.
Threw about 150 pitches, walked about 8.
Yeah.
But still had the no-no.
Well, what you're saying is that Kiz is Crash Davis. Because Kiz went out there. I said, what'd you talk to him about? Just trying to calm down.
Tease
He knew what he was
attention.
doing.
Tease attention, baby.
But in saying that, you're essentially saying that Kiz is a guy who eventually will go back to have a long minor league career where he leads the minor leagues in home runs.
Actually, what I'm saying is that Kiz will one day be a movie star like Costner.
They're making more money in the minors now.
Or the
I'll
manager
always make time for you guys.
Thanks,
of Visalia.
That new Jeep radio has got HD stations, so the reception is an excuse to miss any games. Just saying. Girl, I know. We're, we're just cruising. Thank you, David Taylor from in Ellisville for the lovely Jeep.
Do radios now have HD? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. No excuse. Just like Sharon said. Oh, yeah. And I was listening.
No, you weren't.
I was not listening to heavy metal. I was listening to Cardinals baseball. There was a group of olds, as a cat would say, that were decked out Cardinals gear sitting in front of me and my girlfriend on Saturday that were actively rooting against Jack Flaherty. Made me miss Nate. Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. I thought the girls liked him.
Rooting against Jack?
Yeah.
So Cardinal fans are rooting against Jack?
That's what he said. I'm not doing it. Cam.
Right down the middle.
What was a lot of things going on, question mark? Did you leave your house, then go back to your house, then go back to your basement, then go back on deck to the deck, then back to your living room? Very busy. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. And I watched the storms coming in. And I hang out with the puppies, and I watch Cardinal baseball and Battlehawks and MLS and Blues.
MLS?
What?
You watch MLS?
Yeah, it was a tight game.
Highlights?
It was a tight game. I was going to get to that next. It was a tight game. Minnesota's a good ball club. Did you call them a ball club?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. There's a ball involved.
Why can't you call them a ball club?
Seth, do you want to break this game down for us? The MLS game, they're the soccer team here in town. Tight-knit game. It was a tight game. Packed house.
2 undefeated teams.
People got kicked out. We'll get into that later because they were standing. We'll get into that little controversy later. But how was the game? What were your thoughts? Stupid penalty kick.
Somebody got kicked out for standing?
Yeah.
Everybody stands.
Not everywhere.
At the soccer game?
Not everywhere. There's a huge article about it.
Well,
guys got booted out. Yeah. So I'll just start with that. They're standing the whole time in the non-standing section, and the people behind them are like, "We paid $150 for these tickets. I can't see a damn thing because 4 people are standing in front of us the whole game." So people are like, well, you're allowed to do that. And half people are like, no, but I guess you're not allowed to do that in the non-standing section.
So there is a standing section?
Yes, they stand the whole time. So these people said no, and they got booted out. But I'm like, you know what? If I paid for those tickets and people are standing in front of me and no one else is doing it, sit your ass down. Go to the other section. This is the sitting section. I don't want to stand the whole game anyway.
Is there I've been attending sports for many years now. And I'm not aware that I've ever been in a stadium or arena where there was a standing section and a non-standing section. I do know that you go to games, and it is what it is. If it's an exciting game and you want to sit and there's people standing in front of you, I think it's their right to do. You just kind of got to navigate it on your own.
I agree.
Like, people are allowed to be excited. When we went to the Battlehawks, there were people in front of us that were standing. Now, there were some open seats in the suite I was in. So we moved just a little over so we could sit without any sort of interference. But let people do what they want to do.
Okay. Okay, but
unless
okay, well, they can't see the game.
So we'll go to the text line.
What do you think?
Is there a standing and a non-standing section?
That's what I heard
At City Park? I didn't know.
What would you do, Nate, if somebody's standing in front of you and you don't feel like standing because you hurt your toe the night before or something?
You know, to be honest with you, I think
stepping in a pothole, like Sharon did.
Sort of, if you don't want to stand and somebody is standing in front of you, like, I think you could maybe politely ask them
and they say
to
no.
sit. But if they say no, then, I mean, maybe you need to skedaddle. Well, kicking fans out because they won't sit down is a joke. That reminds me of, like, what happens when fans got kicked out when the Nashville Predators first got a hockey team and a team scored a hat trick and they started kicking the fans out for throwing hats on the ice. I mean, it just seems Bush League. Yeah, it's sort of like, if you look at soccer environments, the best ones in the country, they don't sit down at all. I mean, they just don't. That's just the environment. I mean, you go to a Chiefs game at Arrowhead, they're standing almost the entire time. So,
really?
Yeah, I mean, you should sort of know what you're getting into, and I suppose maybe we're just not maybe some people just aren't ready for it.
If you're a team, you want people engaged, which means a lot of them are going to stand. So that's sort of the goal. You have an exciting level of play, and your fans are into it, so you can't get mad at that.
They
but
got
again,
booted out.
If there are sections where you're not allowed to stand, but I've never heard of that, so maybe this is something that I don't know about.
Never heard of
one of the many
sitting-only section.
Oh, I didn't know if it was a sitting-only section.
Oh, that's what
I just
it
knew
sounds
that there was.
like.
I just thought there was a standing-only section. If
Well,
you want to
there's
stand all the time, you go there.
Yes.
No, I'm really not going.
Standing room only.
Where's the article?
Standing room only is
Channel
different
5?
than standing only.
Channel 5 had it.
Is that where the
Don't know. I don't know.
Because I've heard of standing room.
No offense, but
not standing only or sitting only.
I don't want to stand.
I don't
want to stand the whole damn time.
So you get mad?
Well, I don't want to stand and let's go. It's not a concert, you know. Like, it's not a concert. It's like I kind of want to sit and kick my feet up a little bit and have a beer, and now I got to stand the whole time.
Concert, you're allowed to stand the whole time?
Well, it depends on where you're at.
The good songs.
We're good songs. You stand.
You stand when there's a goal.
Yeah, and sit down. Now.
I see both sides of it. If I'm a crazy fan, I want to stand. If you're with your family, maybe your kid can't see the whole game.
I know.
I see both sides.
Jimmy, you'd be pissed too.
Somebody scores a goal, exciting moment, everybody stands. I get that.
What about?
I could see though how somebody doesn't want somebody standing for 2 straight hours.
2 hours.
Maybe I'm an old.
Listen, I'm a baseball purist, so if a Cardinal makes an out but moves the runner over, I'm standing.
You're standing. Well, you got to stand because you're
Cardinal
working.
baseball, Jack.
Jimmy's working. Jimmy had a hard weekend of work.
Hard weekend.
He did.
I do think that there are designated sections probably that are more crazy fan-esque. Like, I think in the north and south zones,
yeah,
like what you see on television, it appears that all of those people are standing. So I don't know, maybe the people on the other sides of the stadium, they want to sit. I don't know, but it's probably something that, stadium operations needs to be very clear about, so people don't pay $200 to go see a soccer game and get kicked out because they want to stand. Like, that's ridiculous.
That is a little ridiculous. Don't get me wrong.
What if you had a section for the olds?
Yeah, like Eddie McVay ain't standing the whole time.
Like,
I'll tell you that right now.
The section for the olds seems like home. Like maybe stay home.
Stay home. Yeah, youngs only, Jimmy.
Wow, that seemed like.
Wow, that did kind of.
You seem like an ageist.
Dang.
I kind of am. I hate old people.
Clip that off. Why?
I'm an old.
Why?
You hate me?
Just like grouchy people, get grouchy. They call places that they don't get their way at. They're rude to restaurant people. I had to tell my mom to calm down the other day. She's calling the gym because now all these olds have gotten free lifetime memberships, so they're flooding the gym. It used to be a very aesthetically beautiful place, and now it's all old people. It's really ridiculous. And then she's complaining that they're taking away pickleball rights. I'm like, you get a free $200 membership and you're going to complain
dare
to
she?
the front desk lady? Like, don't you have a charter bill to bitch at or something? I mean, give me a break.
That's the way you talk to your mother?
Well, she was talking that way to this poor girl. I'm like, God.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, you don't want to become that.
You're telling me that at Lifetime, if you're a certain age, you get free membership?
Yeah, if you have United Healthcare and you're 60, you're on whatever, Medicare.
How are the old people at the gym? Are they like just in the way and stuff?
Yeah.
Not moving around too much?
Most of them are just there creeping, too, let's be honest.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see a lot of creep.
As an old that used to belong to Lifetime, I can tell you that you do see some old people that aren't really sure how to use the apparatus.
Yep.
So, like, it could be like a curling machine, and, you know, they got their leg over it, and they're, like, tugging on it with their ankle.
Oh.
But as an old walking toward the equipment area, I can tell you that the trainers were on me like a pit bull on a pork chop.
Oh, hell
like,
yeah, they were.
Handing me cards. Like, one of the olds.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell my...
Yeah.
Didn't need
I can make some money off them every week.
84 years. Hate them.
It's been 84 years.
No, look, I hang out with old people. I mean...
You do?
Yes, I
Where?
hang out with more old people than people my age.
Define old.
Well, okay, I would say if you're over 65...
You hang out with people over 65?
No, I do not.
Well, you just said you hung out with old people.
Well, I mean, like 50s.
Who?
Mostly my friends' parents.
Oh, yeah? Up in Wisconsin?
Or here, or...
Oh, yeah.
All my friends, they have kids, and they're lazy, and they don't want to go anywhere. So I hang out with people who like to party, which life is a full circle for some of these
That's what happens when you inherit wealth. You don't have to really be a mover and shaker.
I mean, they're sick human beings.
They are, those old people. They're sick human beings. They do get grumpy.
You looking at me?
No.
Looking at me right
Didn't
now?
you just have experience? Grumpiness.
It's almost like it gives them an attitude that they can be rude to people. And I think that's outlandish.
They do, but then again, I'd rather hang out with old people like than teenagers and stuff like that. Like if you're like down in Florida, there's old people walking around, not bothering anybody, you know, clean, that it's all trash where they're living. They're not robbing you.
Most people
not playing music loud
that have a little more age to them. They have they're better storytellers. They've lived a life. They're not TikTok stars.
I can't really gauge who you hate. It seems like everybody.
There's a little bit of hatred for goes around. It's across the board.
It's a lot of them.
I get that, man. I get what you're saying. I don't hate old people, but I can see where they can get annoying here and there. And they do bitch a lot.
You hate cyclists?
They piss me off, Charlie.
You hate
they're
old
starting
cyclists.
to really piss me off. And they are old. And they're slow. And they're dumb.
Wow.
No, they are.
We're
How
trying to
dumb
get,
is
we're trying
that?
to get a sponsorship.
I don't give a damn.
For a local bike shop.
I cannot believe they do that.
Wait, these are old people on the bike?
Yes. Like, I'm working, my workout trumps anything else. No, it doesn't.
Why'd you have to
Get off the road.
Why'd you have to bring up Trump?
I know. How's he doing, by the way?
Not
Whatever.
so great.
Stop it. Might find out tomorrow.
I know. But anyway, they do drive me nuts, man. It's crazy. It's crazy that they think that that's safe.
The only people that bother me in the cycling world are the folks that they abide by all of the laws until it doesn't benefit them, and they go right through a stop sign.
Yeah,
That's what I.
That's what I hate.
I want to be consistent.
Be
with
consistent.
It.
Find
You're on
the
the road.
park.
You're on the road. You're following the laws of the road, and then all of a sudden, they don't apply to you.
Piss me off.
In or out.
All I'm saying is this: I am not. I don't have one of these racing bikes, but I bought a nice bike, and I do like to ride my bike. Been doing a little more lately. All I'm saying is I will go out of my way, stay off the streets.
Thank you.
And so I either go through the neighborhoods, or I will put my bike in my truck and go to Grant's Trail.
There you go.
So there's different ways to do it. All I'm saying is I go out of my way to not be on the roads because I don't want to bother people.
Good, as you shouldn't. And, you know, now I'm starting to chirp a little bit. I used to just, like, wave at them, and they don't wave back to me because they have a scowl on their face for some odd reason. Like, aren't you in your happy place? At least put a smile on. Now I start chirping. Now I don't got the doors on that Jeep, and I'll be like, nerds, and I'll keep going. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm chirping now, Jimmy. I'm past the point.
You call them all nerds.
Try by nerds.
What are you, ogre?
Yes. Yes, I am.
You're ogre?
Yes, I am.
Don Gibb?
Yes, I am. Get off the damn road. Lord. I can't help myself anymore. I got a little Nate in me.
You got your
I got a little Nate in me.
whipped by a bunch of damn nerds.
So what happened in that soccer game, Seth?
They lost. Minnesota United FC wins 1-0 on a penalty kick.
1-0.
1-0.
1-0.
Come on, Seth.
Come on, man.
So they're still undefeated. St. Louis City SC is not. Really, what it came down to was that City is really good offensively, applying pressure on the opposing defense.
Yeah.
And the defense for Minnesota did really well, getting the ball on the other side of the field.
That's it, yeah.
And they beat the press essentially, and that was pretty much it. That's what they thrive on. Yeah,
Once
a little
in a
bit.
while, you're playing one of the best teams. You got to roll the dice, and they were playing a very passive game offensively.
And when you counter, they thrive on counterattacking.
Jimmy.
And when you
I'll
rely that,
I'll break down anything.
yeah, when you rely, that's the problem with counterattacking so much. When you rely on it all the time, then eventually, if they maintain the ball well, then you're not going to get as much opportunity because you don't have as much possession.
What do you think, Charlie?
Great game.
What did they do wrong? Will they win another game?
They will win another game.
Okay.
What they did wrong was they lost. They lost the
That's
match.
right. That's
I
right.
appreciate when our clubs locally win.
You're right.
And
I like
unlike,
winners.
Listen, I try to follow it all. Let me tell you something. I watched almost all the Cardinals games.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of NASCAR. Watched a lot of the first Final Four game. Okay, and guess what? You know what I did all weekend long?
What?
I was proud of myself. I'm
What'd you
talking
do?
hardcore
What'd you do?
spring cleaning.
Oh, good for you.
I'm talking about throwing stuff away. I did
Yes.
the storage room.
Damn right.
That's a task. I did the basement and I did the garage. And I'm talking full on spring cleaning mode, throwing stuff away.
Good for you.
Cleaning up, knowing with this surgery coming up, I won't be able to lift stuff for a while.
right.
I want to make sure I got all of the heavy lifting. So I mean, when you do a full on spring cleaning, you just feel better.
feel damn
threw
good,
stuff
don't you?
away.
Yes.
Your garage looks better.
Yes.
Your storage room. You walk to the laundry machine there from Mark's Appliance, and it's just everything. Like when my life is less chaotic,
There it
I
is,
feel
Charlie.
better.
I know.
So I need my house to be a certain way.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going to get a dumpster. It's just
We've done that every year
I
for
gotta.
about
I
5
just
years.
got to do it. I got to do it. And you know the dumpster I got in the blue collar part of Eureka. People, it's like a big party in there. Everybody's taking stuff. I had to like put a little trail in there so people don't get hurt getting in that because I think they could sue me. But I don't think that's going to happen out there in Franklin County. But I want to get a nice dumpster and just get rid of just the crap. Get it out. Garage, I want it squeaky clean.
Mm-hmm.
I want stuff in this accumulated. Kate, you're listening. Some of those Christmas decorations that we don't use anymore, they're gonzo. You hear that, Kate? The Halloween decorations that we don't use anymore, they're gonzo. I'm putting my foot down, Jimmy, and I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff.
We have stuff in the garage. The cars can fit in fine, but like the outskirts,
Yeah, you got to clean it
around.
up. Tighten it up.
has a lot of stuff.
Oh, now it's just so open
Feels good.
now.
Feels good, don't
If
it?
you were to park in there, I don't. My wife does, but there's so much room.
Oh,
everything is
gosh.
perfectly put on the side of the garage. It's hung perfectly. Your different tools and whatnot, your brooms and such.
You
And
know
you
what?
feel better. I had a couple beers while I was cleaning
Hey,
the
that's
garage
what you do,
yesterday.
man. Get your
I had
mind right.
Pandora on. I was listening to Steve Winwood, Pandora.
Ball game, too?
This was after the ball game.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I did watch.
In my garage, though, we have some stuff that I use to gauge when you pull into your garage. There's like you don't want to pull in not enough where the back is hanging out.
Yeah.
Like you got to be able to gauge it.
Do you have the tennis ball?
No, I have a garbage can, a plastic garbage can that probably we should throw away with a shovel in it, and I pull up where I just touch it, where it rocks a little bit.
Yeah.
That's my visual. Now, then I get out of my Jeep, which is kind of easy because I got running boards on my Jeep. I got the running boards.
You got the big tires, though?
I got big.
Do you
tires.
got the big tires, though?
I'm an adult, so I didn't really need.
You got the
I didn't need-
big tires, though?
I didn't need to lift it.
Huh?
I got big tires. They're not the standard. I got the bigger ones with
I
the
got the
black
big ones.
rims. And I said, you know what? Let's throw some running boards on that just so it's easier for people to get in and out.
It's just interesting. It's interesting how people's opinions change on things.
The heck you talking about?
Just over the course of the years, working with Cam now, pushing 4 years. I find it interesting when people's opinions change.
They change. People change, Charlie.
Based on different things.
If I could change, you can change.
Monetary things. If I could change, you could change. Everybody can change.
My Jeep was kind of chirped a little on this very program.
That's all I'm saying. What I like is consistency.
I'm bringing it back.
I don't like hypocrisy.
I'm bringing it back.
I don't care what you say, honestly. Well, as long as you're not hypocritical.
I think that they know that they need somebody like me in one of their Jeeps to let everybody know that you could be a shite kicker and drive one of those. That's all. No big deal.
So Jim can't. That's what you're saying.
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
No,
There's a reason. There's a reason for this.
What you're saying is
they want me in this with my glasses on.
You're saying that Jim can't properly
I saw that video.
Be a shite kicker.
They want me to look like, remember when Arnold used to have that Hummer? Schwarzenegger, he took the dials off, and he'd drive with his cowboy hat, smoking a cigar. I think they want that kind of visual, to kind of market that Jeep. So that's what I'm going to do. If that's what they want from me, that's what I'm going to do. Do some push-ups with
What's
Jack.
the dealer? What's the name of the dealer?
David Taylor and Ellisville. Lovely people.
And what do they sell? Jeeps?
They sell Jeep, Ram, all that.
Let me just tell you, my Jeep Wrangler is the best car I've ever owned. I always get Jeeps. So they don't need Cam.
Oh, they do.
With the doors off.
Flexing.
With his Biden sunglasses on.
Yeah, they do. Ooh, I don't like that part, though.
No, you're wearing Biden sunglasses.
I did that before he did it. Morning, boys.
He's older than you.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Have you guys talked about women's college basketball yet? No, but I watched that game.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Interesting.
Did you?
Did you really watch it?
I watched it.
All right, because it's becoming easier for you to lie on this show, which I think is a bad thing.
I flipped. No.
Because you're an honest man.
No, I know.
You're an admirable person.
I'm pretty.
But now
honest.
you lie easily.
I fib here and there for the sake of the show, but I did. So what's a lie? Did I watch it from start to finish? No. Did I watch it? Did I watch it for a little bit? Yeah. I watched the game. Then I kept track of everything, and I saw what happened at the end, the little face thing, the John Cena face. I saw girls chirping at the end. Poor Caitlin Clark just couldn't do enough. That LSU team, they're big. They got some big girls on that team, Jimmy, and they move the ball around good.
First of all, the greatest female basketball player ever was Jackie Stiles, in my opinion. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm a Jackie Stiles fan. Been a while.
Valley.
But now others have emerged. Now, there was a little controversy over the, is that a Cena
John
move?
Cena, baby. I don't know what that's like. You can't
And
see
whether or not it was overboard and whether or not the person who was the victim of that had actually done it herself. In an earlier game, it became a whole thing on social media.
We'll get to that. Let's go to break because I'm organized. And we'll break down that LSU Iowa game like you can't believe.
Well done, Cam.
LSU Iowa.
Well done.
Well,
what were the seeds?
Excuse me?
What were their seeds?
6-3.
2-1.
I think it was 3-2, wasn't it?
Might have been 3-2.
It was
I was a little
3-2.
confident when I said that. I saw a 3 in there.
Iowa
But 6
2,
just popped in my head.
LSU 3, I believe.
Yeah. I watched
I was
a little
just
bit of-
testing.
I know.
You watched it.
Tell
What
me
do you
about
wanna know?
Tell me about the Bayou Barbie, as they call her.
Is she the one with the fake eyelashes? With the purple thing on her left leg that look badass?
Angel Reese.
Yeah. She's good. She moves around quick, and she handles the ball well. She boxes out, Jimmy. She
Lot of
boxes
rebounds.
out like, get off me.
16 boards
Rebounds
a game,
like,
I saw.
bam, grabbing things like,